This is ChargerDude95, founder of the Dream Season Football League 4. 72 Dolphins visit the 94 Chargers, and Humphreys, who throws 4 interceptions on the season, begins the ball game, allowing Miami a short field, and Greasy converts with a 29-yard touchdown pass to Warfield. San Diego responds later first quarter with a long ball to Jefferson, then a 36-yard field goal for Carney. The score is 7-3 Miami. Late opening quarter, Larry Zonko had an excellent performance to the tune of 140 yards and a touchdown and 8 carries, catapults a scoring drive from Miami. Mercury Morris caps it off with a 2-yard scoring run for the 4-year pro to West Texas A&M. Dolphins up double digits, then force a Humphreys fumble, recovered by Manny Fernandez, who returns it inside the 5. Miami gets a field goal off of that possession. Ensuing kickoff, recovered to the 27, but fumbled and picked up by Harry Swain, who takes it the distance to score San Diego's only touchdown of the ballgame. Miami would score the final 21 points of the contest here. It begins with a Larry Zonka run, then a Bob Hines 25-yard fumble recovery return touchdown. Dolphins, with this win, improved to 2-0. San Diego was throttled for the second straight week, and the Chargers looked to rebound off of a 38-10 loss.
Hey, this is Ricky with the 95 Cowboys at Mile High. 98 Broncos throw out the salute. We start out first drive, John Elway going deep to his leading receiver, Rod Smith. But on the next play, he would throw an interception to Primetime, and it would make the Broncos pay on the next drive, weaving through defenders on the direct snap to midfield. But Troy, staring down Novacek too long, and he gets picked by cornerback Eric Brown. Then Broncos do nothing with it, so Troy Aikman, calling the same play to Novacek, he'd get the ball into the red zone, and the Hall of Famer, he would finish it off. Next drive, John Elway finds Rod Smith open in the shadow of his own goalpost. He throws it deep, and Rod makes it into Dallas territory. 3 plays later, Jason Elam knocks in a field goal, making the score 7-3. But Troy Aikman isn't done. He would throw the ball deep to a wide-open Emmitt Smith on the seam route. Nobody is covering him. He has to dive to make the catch as he rumbles into the end zone. Score is 14-3 after yet another Emmitt Smith touchdown. Troy is busy today, still not done, throwing the ball to Novacek 2 times to get the ball into the red zone. A few plays later, Troy Aikman would knock in his second passing touchdown of the game to Jay Novacek. Score is 21-3 Cowboys. Kevin Williams, the return man after a punt, he gets to the 20, fights off a tackle, and it's a fumble! Recovered by Mark Schlereth. He would rumble, bumble, and stumble for a touchdown. Cowboys go 3 and out, and Terrell Davis gets rolling, cutting around defenders. Whoop! Making it into Dallas Cowboys territory with relative ease, but there is a problem. He gets injured. TD is replaced by Derek Lovell. This ends up being a bad thing as Lovell would take the handoff. He would fumble, and the ball would be recovered by Super Bowl 30 MVP Larry Brown, and they won't catch him today. What a nasty stiff arm on Lovell. He's going to wish he never came to the game today as the Cowboys destroy the Broncos 28-10. The Cowboys go to 2-0, and the Broncos fall to 1-1.
Now the 89 49ers at the 2013 Seahawks. Quest Field. Russell Wilson rolls out. He throws the ball to Zach Miller, making it over the middle of the field. He's breaking tackles. Get out of the way. Marshawn, get lynched. Give this guy some Skittles. He makes it into the end zone untouched for the touchdown. 7-0. Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson throws it over the middle to Sidney Rice. He's avoiding tackles, making people look foolish. And then Russell Wilson, he is sacked by Eric Wright. And then by Charles Haley. Whip it out with your bad self. The drive would stall, and Steven Hauschka would knock in a field goal to make it 10-0. Later on, Marshawn, he gets injured while running over the middle. Take out the Skittles and replace it with Robert Turbin. Russell Wilson, he would get sacked, and he would help out the Niners as it's a fumble recovered by Pierce Holt. This would lead to a field goal at the end of the half, making it 10-3. Robert Turbin, he would get it started. Whoop! Making people look foolish, and then taking the direct snap over the middle for the touchdown. The score is 17-3. Joe Montana would get it started, first with a pass over the middle to Tom Rathman, and then a pass over the left side. It's a catch by Brett Jones. Later on, Joe Montana would be in the red zone. He would throw a tough pass over the middle, caught by John Taylor, but the Seattle Seahawks would win the game 17-10 After the 49ers barely are able to get it started, they need to get on the same page. 68 Jets at 76 Raiders. No Jim Plunkett in this game, but we did have Joe Namath throwing deep down the left side to Don Maynard. He would get it started in this game. This would end in a Matt Snell rushing touchdown up the left side to make the score 7-0. Next drive, over the middle to George Sauer. Then down the left side, jumping catch, passed by Joe Namath, and he would run into the end zone. Don Maynard gets his first touchdown of the season, scores 14-0. Then another jumping catch by Don Maynard. This is the Don Maynard show. Then this would lead to a field goal by Jim Turner to make it 17-0 after the drive stalled. Matt Snell would catch the pass up the left side, and this would lead to a missed field goal by Jim Turner. Later in the fourth quarter, the Raiders would get it started. Clarence Davis up the left side, 2 consecutive running plays, making it into Jets territory and close to the red zone. This would lead to Mike Ray making the biggest pass of the game for him to Cliff Branch. However, on fourth down, Ralph Baker would sack Mike Ray, and the Jets would shut out the Raiders 17-0. Jets are 2-0, Raiders 1-1.